Hey guys, it's me, Carrie, and it is time for a little more chitty chat today. I wanted to shoot this as just somewhat of a follow-up to the video I shot yesterday regarding fake people. And I want to clarify a few things because I've had overnight now to think over what I shot, and while I regret absolutely nothing I said in that video, I do want to expand a little bit, I guess. I did come down pretty harshly on some of the teen YouTubers, the younger people who may come from very privileged, wealthy backgrounds and not know any other life, who maybe have been very fortunate to have not suffered great loss in their life, to have not gone through some of the things that I have gone through and many of us have gone through, struggling financially, struggling emotionally, dealing with mental illness, dealing with deaths of loved ones. Sorry, I'm just playing with my hat. I can't really blame them for that. I mean, if they were born into those circumstances, yay for them, and maybe that's all they know. Maybe as they grow and they become more mature and they experience more things, maybe that will be reflected in their videos. Maybe it won't be. Maybe they'll always just be like partial people on YouTube where they only want to show the best sides of themselves. And it's not just teenagers either. There's a lot of other people that have YouTube channels where I watch and I'm like, oh my God, could you be more fake? Nobody's that happy all the time. I legitimately just don't buy it. But I do feel a little bit guilty for coming down so harshly on the young people, because when I think of what I was like at 13 or 15 or 18, I hadn't experienced great loss then either. I've never been wealthy, but my family was middle class and comfortable, and typically, when Christmas would come, if I asked for something, I got a lot of the things I wanted. Not everything. I mean, some people are legit spoiled brats. And I guess, maybe if I came from a wealthy home, I would be more spoiled too, or would have been as a child. I don't know. Like I said, you can't really fault people if they're fortunate enough to be born into a wealthy family that can buy them legitimately every single thing on their Christmas list and give them every single material item that they want every time they ask for it. Am I jealous of that? Certainly. I mean, who wouldn't be? I know what it's like to struggle. I have for many years, but I can't really hold it against the people who just happen to be born into wealth, or who happen to be born into sunny, happy, intact family circumstances where everyone's still alive and nobody suffers from substance abuse and nobody's, going through any type of abuse whatsoever. They're lucky. They're very, very, very lucky, and hopefully they realize how lucky they are. But for me to come down on them when really it's just my own bitterness and jealousy and envy, that was a little unfair. So I guess I apologize for that, although I don't regret saying what I said. I don't know. I guess I posted on Facebook something today. I think New Year's resolutions are kind of dumb, because we literally can change our lives in big and small ways every single moment of every single day. We shouldn't have to have like, oh, it's the new year, now I'm going to be a whole new me, or I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to save more money, or I'm going to do, whatever it is that you want to do. You could do that today. You could do that right this second on December 30th. Why is this like a not good day to do it? But yet, January 1st, just a great day to do it. So I don't believe in resolutions. I like I said, I think they're kind of dumb. New Year's resolutions. I mean, if you want to resolve to do something any old time, I guess, you can call it that. You can call it intentions. You could call it whatever you want to call it. But I do want to try to go into this new year with a better perspective, with less envy and jealousy in my heart. If people who are successful on YouTube are the ones that only put on sunny, sunshine, rainbow, happy personas, then I guess I'll never be successful on YouTube, because that's not me, and I won't pretend to be anyone I'm not. But, cool for them, I guess, that, they have 50,000, 100,000, a million followers, a million subscribers, that's awesome. I have, far lower goals for myself. I had really hoped to make it to 1,000 subs by the end of this year. It's clearly not going to happen. At this point, I'd be super stoked to make it to 750 because that feels like it would be a milestone. That's certainly within reach if people actually watch this video and hit the subscribe button. But I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't make me less than them or less than anybody else. I know I'm saying a lot because I'm just kind of rambling, and this is just very stream of consciousness. It's kind of how I roll. You can tell my videos are never prepared in advance. I just sort of improvise as I go along. I didn't even dry my hair yet, but I threw a hat on so it wouldn't look so crazy. But my intention, whatever, like I said, is to be less consumed by envy and jealousy and resentment and anger for the things that I don't have and that other people do that they may or may not be deserving of. And I guess really, who am I to judge who's worthy of what? I have to focus more on myself and the good things that I do have. I have incredible friends. I have an amazing husband. I have a terrific mom. I have 2 awesome cats. I, relatively speaking, have my health. I have a roof over my head. I have clothes on my body. I have food to eat. And there are many, many, many people who would look at me and be envious that I have those things because those simple things are things that they don't have. So I really need to focus more inward in terms of gratitude, but focus more outward in terms of putting forth more positive energy and spending less time focusing on the negative and the things that I don't have, because there will always be things that I don't have. There will always be many, many, many things that I don't have. And if it helps to not watch the channels of those people who are sunny, shiny, happy people, then maybe I take a break from watching them. I don't have to like pour salt in the wounds. You know, there's no obligation to do that. But I just have such tremendous respect for people who show all of themselves on YouTube and in life, who are the same person on YouTube as they are in life, that they are good and bad and ugly and pretty and smart and dumb and everything in between, and they allow all of those pieces of themselves to be exposed. Not many people do that, or at least in the channels that I've encountered, not a lot of people do that. The people that I've watched their YouTube channels and formed true friendships with, number few and far between. There are some, and I'm going to call you out, girl. My amazing friend Jen, Beetle Babe, is definitely one of those people. I have so much respect for you, honey. I hate that you don't have more subs than you do, because you totally deserve it. You are so honest and shoot from the hip, and I love your style. I love that you are just honest about everything. If something freaking rocks your world, you're going to tell us that. And if something completely sucks, you're going to tell us that too. And I really respect that. I respect your openness and honesty about what goes on in your personal life and with your health, with your struggles that you face, because many of our struggles are the same or similar. There are a handful of others. I'm not going to name everybody, but Jen deserved a shout out right now because she just is an awesome, awesome person. And she's been doing this YouTube thing a lot longer than I have. She's way better at it than I am, but she is just an amazing person. I'm sure if you're subbed to me, you're subbed to her. But if not, look for Beetle Babe and hit that subscribe button, because she truly is as real as it gets. And I respect her so much. Like I said, there's a handful of others. I'm not going to name them all, but there are far more that, I don't know, they just show pieces of themselves, I feel like. And that's their right. That's their business. Like, some people have dedicated channels to just one thing. Like, they just do Dollar Tree hauls. They just do lip balm collection. They just do, I don't know, they just do their artwork. And that's cool, and I respect that. But what I don't respect is false, like just fake, over the top. I just love everything, and I just love life, and everything is always perfect and sunny and fabulous, and there's never anything wrong, and I'm just the best, and you're just the best, and everything's just the best. I mean, some people are just that happy, I guess, but I don't think most people are. And I don't think most people that portray themselves on YouTube that way are, so that I don't respect. But like I said, you know, I'm 44 years old. I mean, if I had a, you know, if YouTube was a thing when I was a teenager, first of all, I never would have done it because I would have been far too afraid. I was afraid to expose any part of myself at that age. I literally was pretty much like a deaf mute all through high school and junior high school. And honestly, from the time I turned 12, I don't think I spoke many words to anybody because I just felt like the ugliest, worst, most, you know, reprehensible, horrible waste of space, loser person that could ever exist on the planet. So for, I would say, a good 6 or 7 years, I pretty much didn't say a whole hell of a lot. And I wouldn't have even had the courage to have a YouTube at all. So, you know, props to them for having that kind of confidence, I guess. It's a different world now. It's a totally different world now than it was when I was a teenager. I mean, I turned 13 in 1986. You know, these people that I'm talking about, you know, weren't even, you know, they're like millennials, you know? I mean, it's just, it's a completely different world. They've never known life without the internet. They've never known life without YouTube. They've never known life without 24/7, 365 instant access to everything. They didn't do book reports or like research papers. They actually had to go to the library and look crap up in the encyclopedia. All they do is just type in the search bar and boom, there's the information right there for them. It's a totally different world. I can't expect them to have had the experiences that I had then or now. I mean, I'm looking at, you know, I'm looking at YouTube through the eyes of someone who's had 44 years of life on this planet. And regardless of what I've experienced and not experienced, and they've experienced and not experienced, someone who's 13 or 15 or 18 or 20 has only had that many years of life. I feel like I'm only just now really coming into my own in my 40s. So I guess in that way I can't fault them. I fault I fault the people who don't sub my channel, and I can't fault them either because, you know, it's a free country and people can do what they want and they like me or they don't like me. It is what it is. And of course, I always say these things to those few of you who I know legitimately do appreciate what I do on this channel. So I feel like I'm preaching to the choir, and I apologize for that. But would I like this channel to grow? Of course. I mean, anybody who's honest with themselves wants their channel to do well and be successful. But maybe I have to reevaluate what success is. And is success having 50,000 subscribers who just clicked a sub button once and never come back, who don't interact with me, who don't know all of me and still like me anyway, who only know this tiny, tiny little fraction of who I am and just made a decision one day to press sub and maybe never watch me again. Maybe they watch me all the time. Maybe they love every single word out of my mouth. You know, maybe these people that have this many subscribers actually do have, you know, 50,000 people that wait with bated breath for every time they post a new video. That's not going to happen here, and I've come to terms with that. Success doesn't have to be 1,000 followers. It doesn't even have to be 750. It's however many I have, you know? I mean, I don't know how many people clicked sub for me and never came back. You know, a number, it's just a number. It really is. It's just a number. What really matters, what's really important to me is the comments that I get from you guys that are truthful and from the heart and sincere and warm and supportive and so overwhelming sometimes. Like, I had someone come out of the woodwork yesterday, and God, I wish I could remember your handle. I'm so sorry. And she commented like 3 beautiful, really kind comments on the channel, on the video I shot yesterday, and I've never seen her on my channel before. I don't know if she just discovered me or she was here before and just never said anything, but I was like, damn, that's what's important, Carrie. That's what's important. Making real connections with people, knowing that what you said it was impactful, knowing what you said mattered to somebody. And it doesn't have to matter to the whole damn world. It has to matter to one person, and it did. And that is everything. That is so much more important than stupid, stupid numbers. So I have to get out of my head in that regard. I have to stop focusing on it. I wonder if there's even a way to hide the number of subscribers you have. Any of my smarter YouTube friends, if you can let me know if there's a way to hide that, I think maybe that would do me some good, because then I wouldn't be so focused on the numbers game, because that's really what it is. It's a game. It's like life is a game, and some people win and some people lose, and sometimes, you know, you get stuck in molasses swamp, and sometimes you get to go all the way, you know, to that little ice cream Neapolitan thing in Candyland that I'm trying to make this great comparison here, and I can't remember what it is, but it's like right towards the end of the game, and you get that card and you're like, whew, I just flew through the whole game. You know, it's just, I didn't want yesterday's video to leave a bad taste in anybody's mouth. I don't want to be that bitter, nasty, jealous person. I don't. So I'm trying so hard to let that go, to just breathe in good, exhale the bad, focus on what matters, focus on the people who love me and care about me, and there are many of you, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And to the people who don't, why should they matter? I don't matter to them. Why should they matter to me? Why should nameless, faceless people that downvote my videos, or, you know, don't subscribe, or subscribe and then unsubscribe, why should that matter? It doesn't impact my life. My life is still my life. YouTube is just one part of my life. It's by far not the most important part. So I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to expand a little bit on what I had said yesterday, because I was thinking about it, and I do feel like it's a little unfair to be judgy of people who haven't had the life experiences that I have, and who haven't lived the number of years that I have, because plain and simply just being on this planet longer sometimes exposes you to more negative things. You know, eventually the Wheel of Fortune is gonna, you know, another lovely comparison here, but, you know, everybody's gonna hit bankrupt, and maybe sometimes you're gonna win the trip to Bermuda or the new car, you know, but sometimes, like, you're gonna spin, and every round you spin, you're gonna keep getting bankrupt, because it's just not your day. But maybe tomorrow will be. You know, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and I will have 750 subs, and I'll be like, yay, that's really awesome, and I accomplished something. And then the next day I'll probably be 740 again, because people feel this need to sub and unsub, and I don't get it. But you know what? Like I said, if I can hide those numbers, if you guys can tell me how to do that, if that's a possible thing, I really think I would like to do that. Maybe just put it away for like a month or so and just see how it changes my perspective on YouTubing in general, and my perspective on myself, because I'm my own worst enemy. I don't think that will ever change, but I don't need help to feel bad about myself. You know, I've got enough of that coming from inside already. I don't need outside circumstances to contribute to my lack of self-worth, or, you know, just making me have a crappy day. There's enough I can't control that is gonna, you know, screw up my life or make my life be better. YouTube is something I can control. I can just simply decide not to do it anymore, or I can take a break from it, or I can keep on doing what I'm doing and see who likes it and who doesn't, you know, and I don't know, the chips fall where they may. But anyway, so to anyone I did offend, I honestly, and I know I sound insincere right now, but I truly didn't mean to offend anybody, and I apologize if I did. Yes, jealousy is an ugly thing, and I think all of us feel it at one time or another, and there are a lot of people on YouTube that I'm jealous of, but it's not their fault, and if I allow myself to dwell in it, that is my fault, so I am going to choose to let that go, and, you know, live and let live, you know, rock on if you're, you know, a YouTube star, and rock on if you're not. Rock on if you haven't got your first subscriber yet, but you're still doing this anyway because it brings you joy and it makes you happy, because damn it, that's what it's really about. If YouTube isn't fun for you, if you're not getting something out of it, then there's no reason to do it. Don't do it because you think you're going to get freaking hooked up with free stuff. Don't do it because you think that other people's outer opinions of you are somehow going to give you more self-esteem or make you feel better about yourself, because that honestly is not ever what's going to do it. You have to get that from within. You have to learn to love you no matter what anybody else thinks of you. And I'm learning that slowly. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this made sense and sort of clarifies a little bit where I was coming from yesterday when I'm a little bit off the ledge and not so hot-headed. That's it. And definitely the moral of this story is subscribe my channel. No, it's not, but that would be nice. But definitely thank you for watching and for listening. And definitely check out Beetle Babe's channel if you haven't, because Jen is truly a really special person in this world. And I'm so lucky she's my friend. And if I got nothing else out of all of this YouTube madness, my friendship with Jen is well worth all of the ups and downs I've been through on this crazy almost 2 years, I think 2 years in April, journey of having this channel. I love you guys. I may be back again before the 1st, but just in case I'm not, have a wonderful, healthy, happy new year, and know that you're loved. Know that you are valued. Know that nobody can take away who you are. You are unique in all the world. You're special. You're important. And damn it, I am too. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll be back soon with more stuff. Bye.